Previously, we had seen that how subatomic particles were discovered. In this video, we are going to see different models of atom, and we will also understand J.J. Thomson and Rutherford's atomic model in detail. And we'll also understand that how Rutherford's atomic model overcome the drawbacks of J.J. Thomson atomic model. Different scientists tried to explain on the basis of their experiment how the structure of an atom could be, and they put their atomic model in front of the world. The first model of atom was given by J.J. Thomson, but the model of his atom was not very accurate. So the next we are going to see how different scientists went on making the atom models accurate. So we have to read about total 4 atomic models. The quantum atomic model is the most accurate model of atom among all 4. We will understand all these 4 models in detail. Now let's move towards the first model of atom, that is J.J. Thomson model of atom. J.J. Thomson described in his atomic model that an atom is spherical in shape, like a watermelon, whose outer surface is positively charged, and the negatively charged electrons are spread inside the sphere, something like a watermelon seed, so that the negative charge and positive charge cancel each other, and the atom is overall electrically neutral. He also told that the mass of an atom is distributed uniformly. The only thing that was true about his model is that atom is overall neutral, and all the other things that he said about an atom were later proved wrong. Rutherford's nuclear model of atom. The second model of atom came from the Rutherford. To make his model, he carried out the famous alpha particle scattering experiment. Before understanding this experiment, we need to understand what an alpha particle is. An alpha particle is basically a helium atom that does not have any electron, or we can say that an alpha particle is made of only 2 protons and 2 neutrons. And being only 2 protons, they have a charge of +2, and they are formed during a radioactivity. Now let's go back to Rutherford's experiment. So in this experiment, he used a very thin gold foil, whose thickness was about 100 nanometer, or 10,000th part of a 1 millimeter. He bombarded alpha particle on it, and around the gold foil, he put a circular screen of zinc sulfide, so that when an alpha particle hits it, there is a slight flashing of light in that area. There were 3 main results of this experiment. First, most of the alpha particles passed through the gold foil without deflecting. Second, some alpha particles deflected, but that too from a very slight angle. Third, very few alpha particles, 1 out of 20,000, turned back to 180 degrees. So on the basis of these results, he came to these conclusions. Most of the atom space is empty, because most of the alpha particles passes through the gold foil without deflecting. Second, because some alpha particles deflected through a small angle, and only a positively charged particle can deflect a positively charged alpha particle. It means that the positively charged particles in an atom are confined to a very small volume, at one place. Positive charge is not uniformly distributed over the atoms, as said by J.J. Thomson. Third, according to Rutherford's calculations, the size of the nucleus of an atom is very small, about 1 lakh times less than the size of an atom. If we assume that the size of a nucleus is equal to the size of a pea, then the radius of atom will be about half a kilometer. So on the basis of these results and conclusions, Rutherford presented his nuclear model of atom, and according to this model, the positive charge and the most of the mass of an atom are concentrated at the center of the atom, which is called the nucleus. The electrons around the nucleus keeps moving in a circular orbit at a very high speed, just like our solar system, where the planets revolve around the sun. The electron and nucleus are bound to each other through electrostatic force. So that's all in this video. Hit the like button if you liked this video, and for more videos like this do subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. In the next video we will see the drawbacks of Rutherford model, and we'll also see how to represent an atom through atomic number and mass number.